Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to Aurora Creative Healing. I am Kiana. So happy to be here with you guys today. I'm doing a very special reading for the 1111 portal. This reading is much different than what I typically do for my monthlies, my astrological sign readings. If you're interested in the November readings, they're already posted on my YouTube channel. You can go check them out there. This reading is directed towards my Lightworker, Starseed folk. Those souls that resonate with being a Lightworker or a Starseed or Indigo, however you resonate. If these terms are unfamiliar to you, do not fret. I truly, truly believe that you have not come across this video on accident, that you are meant to be here, that this is meant to be your catalyst into going deeper and really figuring out who you are and why you're here and why you're meant to be here. So if you don't necessarily know what a starseed is or a lightworker is, do not fret. You're here for a reason, and this message is for you regardless. I have already posted a very special video in regards to the 1111 pre-wave energies. This video that I posted, I believe it was Sunday, is very different from any other thing or any other video that I posted on any of my platforms, and it involved me going into a meditative state and channeling directly from our celestial guides. And the messages that came through were very powerful. It included a DNA activation. I encourage you to please, please, please go watch that video. If you felt led to watch this one, it's going to be very important that after you listen to this message that you go and you take advantage of that video. I will link it in the description box, and I'll link it at the end of this video as well. I believe that the two will go hand in hand, even though I haven't done this reading yet. But as I was getting into the zone, I was already starting to receive messages that paralleled in the pre-wave video that I did for the 1111 portal. So again, I encourage you. Just saw 222 on the timer here. So if you've been seeing 222, look at this as confirmation that you are in the right place at exactly the right time. Okay? So one of the messages that has come through to me before I even get into the tarot is beauty is in the eye of the beholder. Beauty is in the eye of the beholder. And it's such a simple sentiment and something that we have heard like time and time again. You know, it's not a new sentiment, but the fact that it has come up again in this reading as it did in the channeled reading that I did earlier, there is a stronger message behind it that really needs to be brought to our attention. Beauty is in the eye of the beholder. We are currently in a place where our external reality seems to be crumbling around us, because it is. And this is happening because we are moving to a higher level of existence. We have succeeded in raising the vibration of the planet, and it has to manifest. It is still working on manifesting in our 3D reality. It already exists in the spiritual realm, but we are still in the process of making that happen in our external reality and watching it happen in our external reality. And how do we manifest this in our external? Old foundations must be broken down, which can look like complete and utter chaos around us, right? So you look around you and you're like, oh my gosh, all this craziness is going on. How can this possibly be good? Beauty is in the eye of the beholder. Do not get lost in the illusion. It is going to be very important during this time and moving forward into the coming months that we do not get swept away and washed away in the illusion, in the external that's going on around us. We have to remain seated and grounded and centered within ourselves. We have to remain as strong pillars to help build this foundation for humanity. And in the video that I recorded with the channel message and the DNA activation it's really meant to help us, to strengthen us, to enrich us, to empower us to be able to do that. And it's so powerful. Also, really feeling strongly that those of us who, feel a call in some way, but feel as though you're not good enough, I want you to know that you are beyond good enough and you are worthy, and there is a reason that you are here and you are meant to shine your light. The time is over for you to hide in the shadows. There's no more hiding in the shadows. You have to come out now. This is the time. Okay? This is the time. We are in a massive period here of ascension and growth. And to know and to know it is so important, because we really do have to rely on our intuition. Our intuition, our third eye, our hearts, on a soul level. This is going to be so important moving forward. And us as starseeds and lightworkers, it's hard walking in this human vessel sometimes and not allowing our emotions or fears or anxieties to really sidetrack us. Our guides, our celestial counterparts, the divine light and energy and of source is here with us, stronger than it's ever been before. And they want you to know that they are here for you, to call on them. Yes. So, let's get started on some tarot. I didn't anticipate that long spiel, but that's what came through. Lord Jesus, Holy Spirit, angels, spirit guides. What messages do we have for the Starseed Lightworker Collective? For the 1111 portal, what messages do we have? For the Starseed Lightworker Collective, for the 1111 portal. Yeah, I'm hearing don't be afraid. Do not fear. Do not let what's happening around you shake you. Stay firm in your beliefs, in your faith, in yourself, and in your connection to the divine. And know that in all things you are divine light incarnate. Yes. People are going to test you. People might judge you. But it's because they simply do not understand. And that is okay. You have to love people where they are. You don't necessarily have to like them. But you have to love them where they are. For some of you, it's going to be really, really important that you start getting into your meditations to help yourself stay grounded. There are a lot of unexpected changes ahead of us, and it is going to shake people up. Seven of Wands. Yeah, it's going to be very important that you protect your energy. This is why meditation is going to be very important. Do not put your energy into people or things that are not worthy of it. You're going to have to be very smart in regards to how you spend your energy, because your energy is precious. Your energy is very, very precious. King of Wands. Ooh, yes. That fire sign, that's spirit. This is you in the energy of the King of Wands here. Powerful, like a phoenix rising from the ashes. You've gone through so many trials and tribulations, but it's all been for this moment. It's all been for you to finally step into your power and be confident in who you are and what you bring to the table. I'm also hearing that for some of you, like, if you haven't already awakened, you awakening... Ooh, excuse me, I thought I was going to sneeze. You awakening is going to be the catalyst of those around you awakening. For some of you, there are people in your circle. And like if you are already awakened and in tune with this Starseed Lightworker pathway that you're on, you are a catalyst for those around you. Your actions and your raise in vibration is in turn going to help to raise the vibration of those around you and be a catalyst to also wake them up. There's so many of us that are still sleeping. But there's also so many of us that are part of this first wave that are meant to make a huge impact in the world around us and to stand as healers and grounders. To channel that light energy from source and the divine into the earth and all of humanity. That is why we are here. And how you do that is going to be different for you, depending on like who you are, what your gifts are, what your interests are, what your talents are, what your expertise is in. Everybody's different. Everybody brings a different energy and ability to the table. And it's about finding what that is for you, finding what that passion is for you, and using it as a way to channel and ground this beautiful light energy. What's also on this card, which is absolutely beautiful, the Sacred Geometry, Metatron's Cube. I don't know if you guys can see it, but it's so interesting that that would come up, that Sacred Geometry, because a dear friend of mine who is an astrologist and healer, she's flipping amazing, intuitive. Her name is Dee with Catalyst Energies, and like she's the main astrologer that I follow, and she's amazing. And she was talking about how we are all going to be channeling Archangel Metatron in our own way, and whatever that may be for you. So I find it really beautiful that on this card, it would have the Sacred Geometry of Metatron's Cube. I just heard, what is your core essence? Discovering what is your core essence, what lights you up, what makes you happy. Some of you may have been feeling things that you don't understand, hearing things, sounds, buzzings, having weird dreams, like dream state travel, astral travel is a thing. It's all been manifesting very, very strongly right now, especially in this 11/11 portal energy. And our celestial counterparts, they are here among us, and they are still coming to help us, to support us through these difficult times. We are not fighting this battle alone. We must remember to stay rooted in who we are and do not allow people. We mustn't lower ourselves to the vibration of others just because they can't meet us where we are. It's very important. Ooh, the Sacred Clown. Yes, the Fool card. And the Ace of Swords. Many of us are going to be receiving a lot of information. Okay, clarity, truth, wisdom. This is truth. And truths are coming out. Okay. We are in a period now where we are about to see a lot of truths and unexpected things occur in our world. Okay. In different forms. There's a lot going on right now. But the truth the truth shall set you free, right? With the Ace of Swords here. But this is also clarity for you. This is clarity, this is truth, this is knowing who you are. And with the Sacred Clown, also known as the Fool in other decks, this is about taking a leap of faith. Okay? Moving forward, a new journey. Many of us are starting a new journey. And my attention being brought to the sun behind him here. That sense of being and light and warmth. Again, I feel like a lot of us are going to be receiving information here with the Ace of Swords. A lot of us are going to be receiving very important information in different forms, whether it's channeling, psychically, clairvoyantly, clairaudiently, whether it's through dream state. But we're going to be getting a lot of information, guys, here with the Ace of Swords. Do not ignore it. Do not second guess yourself if you're receiving these things. Take time, if you have a hard time remembering, try to jot down dreams as soon as you get it. If you get a message or like just an intuitive hit out of nowhere, jot it down really quick. It may not make sense in the moment, but there's going to be a synchronicity or an additional piece of information that may come later down the line that makes you go, oh, that's what that meant. That's what that meant, right? What else do we have for our Starseeds? Ooh, Eight of Swords in reverse. They were on the floor, so we'll go with the Eight of Swords in reverse here. Eight of Swords in reverse. This is beautiful. We're breaking free out of our mind prison. This is so relevant right now. Okay, especially when it comes to mainstream media and all else. We're breaking free of the mind prison. The mind control. We're breaking free and seeing things in a completely different light here. We're not allowing ourselves to be trapped, because the Eight of Swords is like that energy of feeling trapped, like you can't get out when the whole time you're the one holding the key to your own lock. And so this is so interesting to me. The fact that this came out in reverse, this is beautiful. This is us stepping out and thinking for ourselves and breaking free of our own mind prison. Not allowing our ego to down talk us or hold us back from moving forward spiritually and standing in who we are. If you've been feeling stuck, this is an indication that you are getting ready to shift from that energy. And again, if you have not taken the time to watch the 1111 pre-wave DNA activation, I highly recommend it. I highly recommend it because I truly feel that this is going to help many of you. Yeah. There's beautiful, beautiful clarity coming and understanding. This 1111 portal is bringing with it such beautiful energies, and we're being supported on all levels, and the divine is here with us. Two of Wands, being at a crossroads, having to make a decision. Clarify the Two of Wands, please. Clarify the Two of Wands. Queen of Swords, yeah. So in regards to your decision-making process, with the Queen of Swords, what's interesting about this is I believe that the Queen of Swords is a beautiful embodiment of the energy that we really need to be standing in right now as a collective. When dealing with making decisions, it is important to face them with compassion and love and understanding, but also not to be a pushover. It is okay to stand up for what you believe in. It is okay to not be moved. It is okay to have healthy boundaries. And the energy with the Queen of Swords for me is having that heart and that compassion and that love to help those who need it, but also having that sword at the ready, if need be. Like, I'm love and light, but don't mess with me. I'm love and light, but it's not a weakness. Like, I still have this sword here, and I will cut you out if I need to. There's also, in regards to decision making, to come at it from a balance of rationale and emotion. You need both. Or not so much emotion, but I feel like rationale and faith as well. Because we have a mind for a reason, so that we can think logically and work things out on our own, right? There's also this sense of wisdom here with the Queen of Swords. Like a deep inner wisdom that comes to you from the divine, from source, higher self energy. And she also carries with her that same energy of Metatron's cube, of that sacred geometry. There's a wisdom here, there's a knowledge. There's a sense of compassion, but also a sense of justice that is so strong with this card. She sees things fairly from all angles. So some of us in the collective really may be facing a crossroads and you're not sure which way you're going to go. It's going to be very important that you tune into your inner wisdom here with the Queen of Swords, that you allow yourself to approach it in a rational way and not get swept up in your emotions. Also seeking direction from source or higher self will be beneficial here for you. I just heard some of you are like struggling with whether or not you want to come out of the spiritual closet, so to speak. Like, you believe in all this woo-woo stuff. I love it. I don't take woo-woo as a negative term. But, you're kind of hesitant on whether or not you want to come all the way forward with your spirituality and what you believe. Princess of Pinnacles, yes. So this is kind of like the Page of Pinnacles. This is planting a seed. This is something new. The seed has been planted. It's time for you to water it. And what do plants need to grow besides water? Sunlight. And the sun shines bright. It does not hide in the shadow. So it's going to be really, really important that you allow yourself to nourish and water this seed so that you can grow and flourish and stand in your power of who you are. For some of you, this is also exploring and trying to figure out your path, the direction that you want to go in. Know that you are being divinely guided at this time. If you feel led to go in a specific situation, it is not on accident. If you feel this call towards certain spiritual practices, it's not just like a fluke or like a random curiosity. Your soul is trying to tell you something. Listen to it. Anything else for my Starseed collective? Anything else for my Starseed Lightworker collective for the 1111 portal? Ooh, King of Pinnacles. I love it. Starseeds, we are building our kingdom with the King of Pinnacles here. We have everything we need in order to build this reality that we want for not just ourselves, but for humanity as a whole. It's going to take doing the work, but we are meant to stand as leaders. We are meant to stand as leaders in our spiritual reality, and we are meant to stand as leaders in our material reality. And they both go hand in hand. They aren't separate. And once we start to, oh gosh, what is the word I'm looking for? Incorporate them together, it's going to make a world of difference for us personally and in the world around us. Also, Divine wants us to know that we are being given an opportunity and that we need to take advantage of said opportunity. It is going to bring value in our material world around us, whether it's through finances or family dealings, business dealings, career-wise, hobby-wise, things that we do, things that we can actually touch and feel. It's going to bring prosperity in that way. All of us, in some form in our lives, are being offered an opportunity, and it's going to be very important that we remain aware. I don't see us missing this opportunity. But it's going to be important that we stay aware and vigilant and not allow ourselves to get distracted by things that are not important, that are superficial, is what I'm saying. Not to get swept away and distracted by things that are superficial. Super important. Four of Pentacles here. I really feel as though we're being called, especially with the King of Pentacles having called out, to just be wise with our resources and how we spend them, whether it's money, whether it's energy, whether it's time, what have you. Be wise about how you expend your resources. Don't be frivolous. Be wise. Your energy, again, is precious. And you do not want to put energy into things that do not deserve it. Knight of Cups. Beautiful energy. Knight of Cups. Some of us in the collective might be receiving letters. I don't know why that came through. Somebody might be receiving letters. Don't know, who it is, but somebody out there might be receiving a letter from someone who cares, just offering love and support. But I truly feel that this is us standing in our power as Starseeds and Lightworkers, being support system for those around us, those we care about. But it's also going to be very important that we also note that you cannot control or change somebody's view on anything. It's going to be important to know that you cannot save everybody, okay? And that is a really hard lesson to learn as a rescuer or a healer. It's a really hard lesson to learn, but something that must be, accepted within is that there's just going to be certain people, certain souls that you will not be able to help, and that's okay. You focus on what you can do, not on what you can't do. But we really are going to be this flow of energy spreading love and anchoring love into the earth and its inhabitants, right? But what's going to be most important is that we take care of this first. All of this, our vessel. This is going to be super important, guys, especially during this 11/11 portal energy, which is going to be carrying for some days even after 11/11. It's not like, oh, I'm in for, 24 hours and I'm out. No, the energy is going to sit with us for a while. And not only that, but we also have a lot going on transit-wise, including Mars going direct very soon. I don't remember exactly what day that's supposed to happen. But yeah. It's going to be very important that we take care of this vessel. Drinking lots of water. Trying to stay away from foods that aren't the best for us. Like, treat yourself, yes, but don't get swept away in it. It's going to be very important to keep your vessel as healthy and as grounded and as strong as possible at this time, because we are going to be anchoring in a lot of light. We are going to be anchoring in a lot of energy that is a much higher vibration than what the majority of humanity is at this time. And in order for us to do that, we cannot have our vessel at vibrating so low that we are unable to receive it. I know for me, lately, I haven't been able to eat certain foods, certain processed or really fried foods. My body does not receive it well, because as a vessel, as a channel, it doesn't, the two can't coalesce. They don't mesh well. My body needs to be, at its best in order to receive and channel what it needs to receive for the collective. And the same goes for all of us. So just very important, very, very important, take care of your vessel. Let's see, what else do we have? Woo. So we got 5 of Pinnacles here. Some of us in the collective may be feeling a sense of lack, a sense of loss, disappointment. At this time, 2020's been a year. But even though it has not fully manifested in our material reality, there is a lot of beautiful things happening in the spiritual realm. So do not get lost and defeated because what you may have wanted or hoped for didn't happen in the time period that you had anticipated. Give it time. And also, by focusing inward and working on meditating and working on building yourself up spiritually and really tuning in to your core essence, things will begin lining up properly in your external as well. This sense of lack is going to be gone, y'all. There's no abundance is coming for us. If it's not already manifesting in your life, it is coming. It may not feel like it in this moment, but know that this period of lack, you're moving beyond it. It's in the past. There's no place for it here. There's no place for it here. Whew. 7 of Swords. Ooh, some of y'all are running. Why? No more running. No more running with the 7 of Swords. No more running, okay? No more running away. It's time to stand in who you are and your power. No more running away. This is more than just that, and I'll get into the other message that is coming through with this card. But I know personally that it is hard to express yourself fully when it comes to the Starseed and Lightworker aspect of your soul. There are still so many that will not understand. And that is okay, because you will find your tribe. The moment you start standing in your power and who you are and really embracing who you are in this aspect of yourself, people, your vibration will raise, and then you will start drawing in people who vibrate on that same level as you. Believe me when I say, I never would have thought that I would have had as many friends in my life as I do now. Granted, I don't have like a whole team, but I have lots of acquaintances and a good chunk of dear friends in my life who all resonate on this same vibration as me, and we all accept each other for our differences and our similarities. Do not be afraid to stand in who you are. This is what you came here to do. And I know that it can be really scary, but let me tell you, I believe in you and you got this. You so got this. Also with this card, another theme that's coming through again is that one of the biggest things that's coming through with this 1111 portal as well, along with our astrological workings and the placements of the stars and the planets and everything. I am not an astrologer. I follow it. I am not an astrologer. But there is a lot of deceit and deception that is coming up to the surface. Things are going to be revealed that people are not expecting. And let me just say, it's not going to go over well with many. Okay? This deceit and lies and however you want to call it within our collective right now is coming to a head. A lot of things that have been done in the dark, that has been done underhandedly, are going to come to the surface, and it's going to be a wild ride. So buckle up, right? I don't want this video to go on too long, but I'm like, Lord, I feel like I just could go on and on and on and on and talk to you guys all evening. But I'm not gonna, like, we're already at 37 minutes. So let me get an oracle card for you guys. Let me get an oracle card for you guys for this reading. So yeah, very strong message of standing who you are. Very strong message of the beauty being in the eye of the beholder, and knowing that now is time to come to the light. The call. It's time to answer the call, y'all. Okay? Let's see what we got. Message. Consider your foundation. Look at that. Look at how committed you are to love. We're going to read that from the book. Consider your foundation. Look at how committed you are to love. Consider your foundation. Love means committing without guarantees. In love, we give ourselves completely in the hope it will be everlasting. Love is an act of faith. Surround yourself with love and know that your life will be better for it. Strong relationships and love can come from friendships. For lasting love, support those you treasure and be a genuine friend, so your relationships are based on affection, common values, and shared respect. Take things slow. It is important not to rush. Release any fear you have about love. If a person brings out the best in you and you in them, things are on the right track. A couple embraces as they look at a charming cottage. We see the couple from the back, and this indicates you may not have the full picture. However, there is no need to push or control what is unfolding. The candles in the tree branches bring light and positive blessings to you, which is beautiful. I love it. I love it. You may not have the full picture yet, right? But in time, all will be revealed. And it's just going to be important that we remain grounded, centered, and that we support one another. Okay? So I'm going to leave it there, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. I will link the video for the DNA activation, and I will see you guys next time. Okay? Bye-bye.